He's been really great. A mess.
Yeah, well, we did kind of blindside him the other night. I'm his dad, and you know I always have your back over me.
I'm really, really sorry. And you're right. Again, I should have this solution. Genesis caught with him, right? Yeah. Perfect. Oh my God! We're gonna go! We're gonna go!
하고 있었나?
근데 밥을 못했다.
말카노.
까먹고 밥이 없네요.
모두입니다. 백미 쿠쿠가 맛있는 취사를 시작합니다.
어.